Hey everyone, welcome to Neil Talks. My name's Neil, and it's time to talk more what we do in the shadows. I'm having so much fun with season 2 so far. Season 1 was great, but I feel like season 2 has somehow elevated itself just in a couple of episodes to something particularly special. I'm hoping that the show can maintain that for the duration of the season. And from what I'm hearing from all of you fans in the comments, they do. It's a show that just gets funnier and funnier as it progresses. So I'm already really enjoying it. That encourages me a lot to know that it doesn't let itself down in future series. Season 4 is obviously out now. As far as I know, a season 5 is in the works, so that's really exciting. I will be caught up before season 5 hits, but that still means I've got 3 full seasons of this show to enjoy until then. So, episode titles. Usually this show isn't too subtle with its episode titles. Last episode was called Ghosts, and it was about ghosts. This one's called Brain Scramblies. I think that's what it's called. Brain Scramblies. So I'm assuming it's going to be about brain scramblies, but I have no idea what a brain scrambly is. So I look forward to learning something new. But I have no idea what to anticipate. Let's jump right into it. Episode 3 of Season 2, Brain Scramblies.
We have been invited to a highly exclusive event. We will be spending this Sunday evening at our neighbor Sean's superb owl party.
Vampires have huge respect for owls.
Superb owl. It's the Super Bowl party.
The party we're going to is celebrating the superb owl, who is the greatest owl of all time. Do you think we're going to get to touch its little beak?
They have no idea what they're getting into.
Yeah, I know it's a Super Bowl party, but I tried to correct them and they wouldn't listen.
That's the owl's egg.
Also, I didn't try all that hard.
Don't sing if you want to live long.
Remember, no killing at this superb owl party.
Super Bowl.
Out of respect for our good friend and host, Sean.
Greetings, owl.
What are you waiting for? Get your rears in gear and get in here.
That counts.
All right, come on.
They needed to be invited.
Are you catching an attitude right in front of our guests?
Well, it is my house. I can touch whatever I want.
Why don't you go catch it somewhere else?
Oh, shut up.
Always something with this one.
Look at his
Anyway.
face. Look at Colin's face.
So,
I'm not taking my shoes off for anyone.
that's fine, Les.
I always do that.
Just because I have Van Helsing blood in me doesn't mean that I'm destined to be this vampire killer. I'm sure that somewhere along the line there was an amazing baker in my family, right? But does that make me an amazing baker? Actually, I am a really, really good baker.
Yeah. Panera Bread.
Oh no.
Better to not watch the game at all than to watch it in the wrong format, right?
Colin, enough. Not the owl.
Nadia, you must be miserable in here. All this testosterone. Come on. The other wives are having a little powwow in the kitchen.
Sean has more wives.
I wish.
Excuse me?
Nothing.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Believe me, I try to get them to hang, but they never seem to be around during the day. You know, come to think of it, I really only see them at night. It's like they're vampires or something.
We are just taking a nice shit together. A dark secret.
All right. Let's get him to a private place where we'll both hypnotize him.
It's tough finding new groups of virgins. Mosquito collectors of the tri-state area. Beep, beep, beep. Red alert. So, how long have you guys been collecting mosquitoes for?
What makes you so interested in mosquito collecting, son? Doesn't the fact that they drink human blood sicken you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just-
What about other creatures that drink human blood? Creatures with sharp teeth, stupid accents.
You mean, vampires?
You said that, not me.
What?
Do evil blood-sucking vampires sicken you?
Yeah, they make me sick.
Well, brother, you've come to the right place. He's worthy.
Yes. Yeah.
Come on, guys. He's worthy. Like we practiced.
What is this? Is this a vampire hunter club?
You guys are vampire hunters.
Hell yeah, we are.
Wow.
He can't help being a vampire hunter. I love it.
You are all such strong, beautiful, vicious, vibrant women. Yes. How did you all end up married to such boiled potatoes?
Yeah, what happened to us?
And then in the blinks of an eye, he becomes a big lazy sack of shit. So sad.
It's you. It's you. I used to see you sitting up in a tree.
No, Ma, I'm sorry about her. This is Sean's mom.
You taught me the dance of the ancient soothsayer.
Ooh. Calm yourself, dear. You're just being a little bit demented, that's all. I'm so sorry about your brain. Oh, yeah, everything she's saying is completely true. I used to pin her to the ceiling for hours. She cried and cried. But now she just looks like an elephant's knee.
Okay, don't make me
Sorry about how demented you are.
The world's largest collection of Ocean's 12 memorabilia.
Ocean's 12.
Sunglasses from when he first meets Baron Talor. Ooh, Scott Conn bobblehead.
We know that you know our secret.
What secret?
That we are vampires.
I was just joking. You're not vampires. Get the fuck out of here.
Yes, we are.
Oh, how are you doing this? Where are the wires? How are you doing that?
I'm thinking maybe he didn't know.
Vampires are real!
Let the double hypnosis commence.
We command
You
that you forget that we are
everything.
vampires. Yes.
Quite all right, Sean?
Yeah, totally. But who's Sean?
Uh-oh.
Shit. He's forgotten everything.
This is no coincidence. Okay, it's like the universe has been trying to tell me for a long time. Hey, Guillermo, and I've been like, I don't know, I don't think so. But I'm like, hey, Guillermo. Yeah.
Familiars are pathetic, lonely, desperate, low IQ, sad, losers. They live to do the bidding of their cruel, uncaring masters.
I think that we should all have sex with each other. Because that way, if any of us is a virgin, then, you know.
Derek, you need to stop suggesting that.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, totally, yeah.
Well, we got one virgin in the group at least.
Oh, I've missed you so much, my little Joni. Did you have a good life?
I took a trip to Nova Scotia at one point.
Woohoo!
Nothing like a trip to Canada's Maritimes.
Did you marry that boy you like?
Yes,
Oh, wow, look! Where did you get this necklace? This is my necklace.
Pardon?
The jade one in this photo. You motherfucker! It was given to me by my mother when I was young, just before she was eaten by a bear. It was the type of jade that absorbs human screams. And she was really screaming. So I took it very strongly. Thieving bitch!
Help! I'm having an episode! Help! Yes, she attacked me.
Oh, no, she didn't.
Ma,
she didn't attack you.
Mama,
Where's the jade necklace?
I can't wait to see you wear this for the rest of your life, every minute of every day. And then honestly, the next day, walked out the house and bam,
Bear.
That is worse than a Bible. That burns my eyes.
Oh, Nadia's awesome.
That's when they'll have applesauce sloshing around in their skulls.
Has anyone heard the ancient screams of a very large woman?
Who's ready for piping hot nachos fresh from the microwave?
Oh, okay.
You see, there's various levels of over-hypnosis. If it's slightly worrying, it's called Thoughtless Sally's. And if it's a fucking nightmare and you can forget about him, it's
The brain scramblies.
Come on! How was that a yellow card? Are you kidding me?
Oh.
The proper etiquette is to put them out of their misery by murdering them.
It goes against our non-killing agreement.
Not now. We are taking a human shit together.
Have either of you two seen a jade necklace containing the blood-curdling screams of my dead mother in here?
Bowling ball.
Nandor wants to kill Sean because he's got the brain Scramblies.
Well, then Nandor is correct.
He's my homeboy, my rotten soldier. He's my sweet cheese, my good time boy.
Laszlo, this is clearly what must be done.
I'll go get my head-ripping gloves.
No, but hang on. Whoa. We're not animals. Let's give him one last night to remember.
So you guys have never actually met or seen a real vampire?
I have. My roommate was turned.
Oh, it's
by a
her.
Vampire.
It's her. Ah.
Her future was so bright. She was such a brilliant LARPer.
I think Shanice and I might have a mutual friend.
I only have one question. Are we inside or outside?
You need to focus, Sean, and enjoy the most magical night of your life.
What's going on now? Oh, God, no, Mother Mary!
Now that you've experienced the pleasure of flying, enjoy the marvel of transfiguration. But...
Where'd that asshole go? Oh, God, get off!
Oh, poor Sean.
Get a good look at this! Wow!
Holy shit!
Sorry, Laszlo, but you know it's his last night.
I don't care.
Puppy party.
Fucking dog!
Pack of wild dogs.
We did something really good tonight. I'm proud of
Oh,
us.
they're so
My
clueless.
boys.
Poor Sean.
But she was taken from me.
I guess I never really think about the victims. I guess I'd switch that part of my brain off with feelings and emotions. And it's also nasty and ugly, and I devoted my life to it. So
Oh, Guillermo. He's having a crisis.
Vampires cause nothing but pain.
Here, here.
Here.
Come on, say aye if you're with me.
Aye.
have to go.
I'm just about to start crossbow practice.
What's that?
Crossbow.
Okay. I think I'd be really.
Damn, pimp.
I have to go.
Whoa. I'm sorry. Is this guy an epic pimp?
He's just a natural.
Sorry about your friend. You guys should be really careful when dealing with vampires. They're no joke.
Hey, you're a mighty cool dude, Guillermo.
Thank you.
Could someone help me with the door?
Slide it. Yeah, push to the left.
Yeah, you gotta throw your
Give
weight
it a
into
little-
it.
There you go. We'll close it. Don't worry about it.
All right.
Oh.
We've ruined him again.
All the more reason to put him out of his misery. Go ahead, Nandor.
Yes. Here I go.
Head ripping gloves.
Who's that piece of ass? Mamalusha.
She's your wife.
Yeah, I wish.
Johnny.
You are the most beautiful creature I have ever seen. This is for you. It's a token of my undying love.
What is this? Oh, this
What?
is beautiful. Shorty, did you get this for me?
That is my necklace.
Oh.
I suppose it is quite sweet. I'll just get it when they die.
So all in all, I would say our first superb owl celebration was a market success, even though the owl didn't show up.
I have the gift of eternal life.
Oh, wow. I would love to be young again.
Yeah, that's not really how it works. If I turned you, you would stay forever
Like this.
like this.
I'll pass then.
Yeah.
We had a superb owl party. That's awesome. With no idea what two teams were participating. I love that. This was just a really fun episode, but there's a couple of things that I particularly love about what they do on this show. And one of them is, yes, our vampires have powers, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're really good at using those powers. Case in point, both Nandor and Laszlo, not the greatest hypnotists. Frankly, they kind of suck at it. They gave Sean the brain Scramblies here. And I also love that Nandor's go-to leave me alone call out when he's in a room is, I'm taking a human shit. Or sorry, we're taking a human shit. It's just, I love how clueless they are. It's not just the fact that they're anachronisms, that they are people out of their time and they haven't kept up with modern culture. It's that I feel like they were clueless even in their original human lives. Certainly Laszlo and Nandor. Nadia's different. Nadia's actually got a brain on her, but she's certainly fallen into the trap of living down to her partner, maybe. And yet all three of them are still really endearing and likable, even though they're so clueless. They think they're giving Sean the last great night of his life, and all they're doing is freaking out this man with the brain scramblies more and more and more, turning into a bat, climbing up walls, summoning a pack of dogs to assault him. And they think they're doing such good, humane work. It's lovely. I like Nadia's little backstory with the elderly, slightly demented mother in the home. How they played together when she was a child, and yet then strangely enough, this woman has really interesting, fond memories of Nadia, and yet she stole Nadia's prized necklace. I don't know. It's all so ambiguous and ultimately kind of mundane, and yet we get a happy ending because Sean, in his new scrambled brain mode, rediscovers his passion for his wife. We don't know how he's going to cope with everything else in his day-to-day existence, but at least their romance is rekindled. So, hey, job well done, I guess. But the highlight of this episode is Guillermo stumbling across this vampire hunters group. It's like he says at the beginning, just because I've got Van Helsing blood in me doesn't mean I'm necessarily supposed to be a vampire killer. And yet everything we see in this episode says, yes, Guillermo, you've got vampire killer in your genes. It's part of who you are. You've got a natural talent for it. You're a killer with a crossbow. How many vampires has Guillermo killed in 13 episodes of this show? Dozens at least. He's fended off constant attacks from vampire assassins sent to dispose of Nandor and Nadia and Laszlo, and they're oblivious, but he's protecting them. He's killing all of these evil vampires, and it's kind of awesome. I'm really curious to see where it goes, because this was the episode that he's had a crisis, an emotional crisis. He's learned that there's victims to what he's been doing. He's been so focused on serving Nandor as being a good familiar, of one day earning enough favor to be turned into a vampire himself, that he's, like you said, he's turned off that part of his brain that considers the victims. And now he's hearing Jenna's story through the eyes of Jenna's old roommate. And yeah, we've got Guillermo in crisis. What's he going to do from here? I can't imagine we're not coming back to the vampire hunters. I mean, you don't, like, maybe you bring in Craig Robinson for a single episode, but he's such a talent and he's so funny, and it would be wasted if you didn't bring this group back. So I'm really hoping that it becomes a longer storyline for Guillermo to sort of walk the fence between his vampire masters and this vampire hunting club. And I'm not gonna lie, my brain was fritzing through half of this episode, because it's like, that's Craig Robinson. We have a character called Colin Robinson. And I'm like, I was suddenly questioning both of those facts. Is the actor's name Craig Robinson for sure? What's the character's name again? Because they're close enough that I was like, are they both Craig Robinson? Or are they both Colin Robinson? They're both Robinsons, right? So if I look distracted in that reaction, that's probably where my head's at that moment, is this weird disconnect between Craig and Colin, between the Robinson twins. But yeah, my point being, I hope we get more Craig Robinson, because he's great. Love him in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Love him in The Office. He's a great secondary character, and they could have a lot of fun with him in this show. So I suddenly feel like this is Guillermo's show. As much as it didn't start off that way, I feel like Guillermo's definitely got the most interesting story arc, which isn't surprising. I mean, vampires by nature, they're static. They are anachronistic because they live so long, and they don't age. They don't tend to grow as characters. They tend to be locked in. Here's what they are, and this show finds the humor in that. But I'm not anticipating that Nandor or Laszlo or Nadia are going to have great big character arcs in this show where they change and evolve and grow. Guillermo, on the other hand, has a really interesting potential journey ahead of him, and I'm really curious to see what they do with it. How does he remain Nandor's familiar throughout, or does he change teams? Does he does he still cling to the dream of becoming a vampire, or does he reevaluate that? I'm super curious. So yeah, I'm really intrigued to see where we go deeper into this season. But what a fun episode. As fun as this show is, I like that we're getting into slightly deeper stuff as well. I like that Guillermo's got this crisis, and I'm genuinely interested in seeing how he works through it. So yeah, can't wait for next week and another episode. I'm having so much fun with this show. I hope you guys are too. Don't forget to do all the fun things that let YouTube know you're enjoying what you're seeing here. The algorithm is king. Sad to say, but facts are facts. So yeah, until next week, everybody. Take care, stay healthy. We'll see you soon. Cheers.